Hello? Oh, oh, my mic is so far. Okay, there it is. It's not pointing towards me, but okay, there we go. Whoop. Kiwi. There we go. Thanks. He's in full harassment mode right now because he is a hungry boy. And there he goes. Eating a snaku. Anyway, how's it going, guys? Ow! Ow, Kiwi! Ow! Ow! Bye. Alright. How's it going, everybody? Good afternoon. Amarade, hello. Thank you so much for the 16 months. Let's see, who's here? 765 RS, hello. ODM. Abstraction Layer, hello. Farleague, hello. Bazzy, hello. Scruffy Marks, hello. Ankit. Krelvit. Hello, Diego Sir. Where do you buy your Binnie80? What slab is inside of Binnie80? Ooh, I actually don't know. I actually should go get one. This is Kiwi Keyboards now. Kiwi Keyboards has always been a thing. It's the parent company, the parent LLC. LFK, hello. Can I get Diego Prage? I hope you win. I hope you win. New location? Say, oh well, I guess new location if you haven't been here since like last month. I moved here like last month-ish. So Tanuki with the 24, hello, welcome. Welcome back. Ikigai, what's up? Niku, hello. Wrong Dongs, hello. AK, how's it going? Is that an OG Aerophant? I wouldn't say it's... I don't know if it's OG, but it's like a pre-comeback one. Like, yeah. It's like an older, much older one, I guess. Eggy Sando, what's up? How's it going? Alright, so, today, I'm just streaming because why not? I'm actually about to take some time off just this coming weekend. I'm just like visiting family and stuff. And so I figured I would do a build before that. And also, yeah, just to hang out. So today I'm actually doing a personal build. It's this TKL called the Binnie80. Basically, it's this privately run buy for TKL, standard top mount or O-ring TKL, which I'll show you in just a second. I got something from Keycaps here. I got some like sample switches, and as well as a new switch puller, which that means I can actually finally replace my RamaWorks one, which I'm happy to replace. But yeah. You coming to Keep Life? I don't think so, actually. I don't think I'll actually make it. So, unfortunately not. Nice hair. Oh, thanks. I actually just got a haircut today. So, yeah. Alright, so let's get to the quick CK mail here. So, I got these new switches. I believe these are called the... Let me double check the name. These are called the Shaka Tactile switches. They're actually, I believe they're currently on the Keycaps website. These are new switches designed with Chewy and Osiris from Mexon Deck. Basically these are like an iteration of their Anubis Tactiles, which is a pretty tactile switch with a 63.5 gram spring. But yeah, these are Durock tactiles. Just I guess different color, and let's see what it's like. I believe these are nylon housing too. Yeah. Oop. So this is what they look like. So Durock, standard Durock branding. Long pole, and nice color. I actually do like the color scheme. It's like a light gray off-white with a blue, kind of like light glow blue color with a nice green here. But yeah, very tactile. Bump is right at the top, 63.5 grams. Definitely has that stock Durock crunchiness, pinginess, or whatever, the one that you hear from a lot of tactiles. But I guess once you lube it, it's actually fine. Not my style of switch, to be honest. Like, I don't love very tactile switches like this. But for those who like long pole tactiles like this might be for you. Like maybe those who like Neapolitans and like the Anubis ones and Zycos and those kinds of switches, this is probably for you. But yeah, I think the color scheme is nice though. So, but yeah, pretty nice, smooth nonetheless. But yeah, I just got these as just a sample. But won't be using these today. Just kind of showing you what I got here. They do look cute though, yeah. And then I got this new switch puller, from Keycaps, but this is a Wuche Studio, I believe, made. Switch puller. Actually, wait, is it? No, it's just a new. No, it's just a new switch puller that they're launching soon, and it's this multicolor. I'm assuming steel because it's quite heavy. But no, yeah, I believe this is going to be a regular Keycaps product. I got it confused with the Wuche one, but Wuche did have one before. I think that was like multicolor like this. But this is going to be a standard Keycaps product, I think. Compared to mine, the Ramelworks one, it's much thicker at the handlebar here, which is kind of nice. Gives it a little bit of heft, and also has a kind of like more like, I guess more like a larger radius to like pinch, which is kind of nice, kind of easy to use like that. And these are pretty straight, so it'll let you go into tighter spaces just fine, just similar to these guys. The problem with these guys, the semicircular ones here, is that eventually this part here will give up and it can eventually bend or break here. I mean, it's unlikely with steel, but over a lot of time, long time, it might. But you know, this is nice. I mean, this Ramelworks one is honestly pretty nice. I've used it for like since it came out. I think it was since the Kara round one. So it's been a while now. This was just like steel, like bent steel. I think like just like powder coated or some sort of like coating, and then they're like beige soya like colorway. And then this one's I think it's steel. It feels like steel, but it has that multicolor coating, which I guess it smudges easily. That's the only bad part of it. But all in all, though, I do like the taper and the size, and it's a bit easier to use. Kind of feels like using chopsticks, to be honest, as opposed to this. I think this actually has a bit more resistance to pinching, so I think I will probably be replacing this with this. So that's nice. I mean, switch pullers I don't use like a crazy amount. Like, it's not like I'm constantly desoldering and pulling switches from boards, but I do still do that, rebuild stuff and do it for other people. So yeah. Clackbait, hello. The guy she tells you not to worry about. Can you break the ramen one like you did the potato trays? I could. but I don't want to hurt myself or, you know, anybody in the process if it goes flying or something. It just feels a little unsafe. But I might, maybe. TX CNC puller goes hard? What does the TX one look like? I actually don't remember. TX CNC puller. Oh, my Minnow Keys has it. Oh, I see. It's the scissor looking one. That one's fine. I don't love that one because it seems less, to me at least, it seems, I don't like the mechanism. Like, I think this is fine. At least just for the ergonomics of grabbing that. But the scissor ones are okay too, I guess. Seems a little like, seems like taking extra steps, but I mean, if you get it for free or something, then it's fine. It's like a clothes, yeah, like a clothespin, yeah. I never really liked the prior Ruche puller. Okay, I never tried it, so I just remember it was like multicolor too, but I never tried it. It was like titanium one or something, right? So yeah. We just do titanium one with rounder fillets would be perfect, I think. Oh, okay. Let me actually check. Uche Studio Polar. Gonna pull it up here on the. Is this? Oh yeah, that was a titanium one here. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. Also, it kind of looks thin. Kind of looks small and thin on the taper here at the end. But I don't know. I don't love. I mean, I guess the ridges are supposed to be so they can like grab it more easily. The bear is cute, I guess. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I don't remember ever trying it before, so I wouldn't know. Some people liked it. If I recall, it's pretty cute. Thin yet durable legs. Okay, all right. It's interesting though. But yeah, I do prefer the pullers to be just kind of more, just kind of like bigger and more rugged like this. And as long as you can fit these ends, like on like tight spaces, like especially if there's like case bezels, like, or like, you know, parts of the case here that kind of, or like, you know, enclosed portions like here or here, you know, where it's a bit harder to grab onto a switch. I think as long as this part is straight and thin enough, it's usually okay. You use it often? It's been good? Okay. Use a Gateron one? The Yeeter? Is that the one that like, wait, the Gateron one? Is that the one that cracks open switches? I don't remember that being a puller. I don't remember. Oh, or is it the one that you like use like a button? Don't remember, to be honest. There's so many now. Yeah. It's the one with the switch on the top, right? I don't think I would love grabbing the tool like this. It feels uncomfortable. I mean, it kind of reminds me of using the like the desoldering pump, like the regular ones, like the soda pult ones. Kind of uncomfortable to be like using your thumb like this. Masto with the Prime sub, thank you, Mr. Mastodon. Hello. If you haven't checked out Mastodon's Keycaps, check out Mastodon Caps on Instagram. I don't think I have Mastos caps right here right now, but I do have a few. Gateron puller is great when it works. Oh, I see. Farlig with the Prime sub, thank you so much. Alright, we got some TX stabs, some MX Reds. Well, first time using MX Reds in a long while. I don't remember using MX Reds since like using them stock on some other board, and on like pretty much I remember using them lubed in some other place, but it's been a long time. Haven't used MX Reds in a long time. These MX Reds, they are 3-pin switches, and I actually got these from someone in my server who had gone to a micro center and they basically told me like they were doing a sale on cherry switches, and I just told them to grab a bag of reds and browns for me. And these are just like the Hyperglide type. They have the most current cherry logo. They're 3-pin. They're decently smooth from out of the bag, but I did open them up to lube them and film them. So these do have like 205 and a 62 gram SPRiT spring and TX films. But yeah, basically I mix black recolor, which is just red. Yeah. Alright, so I put the board inside of this sleeve, but this sleeve I've had for a long time. This is not like included with the board or anything, but this is the board that we're going to be building today. Break-in, I did not break them in. No, I didn't bother. So this is the board that we're going to be building today. That's why I'm using MX Reds, because just to go with the color of the board. Where's the slap? I have it on the side over here. I can go get it in a bit. Maybe at the end. At the end we can get the slap. Star BNE. But this is called the Binnie80. It was like a private run, like a small private run TKL. It's pretty much standard top mount, seamless on the side. Top mount and O-ring support. Supports regular H87 styled PCBs, so like, you know, or like TX87, etc., B87. Footprint. It does have a room for a big slap, basically. On the inside, the engraving on the inside, this man here is Mr. Adam Megaforce, if you don't know, the legendary Mega Bulgogi. Just for fun. And it's Win keyless only. It has the USB-C port here in the back. It pretty much is a design that's inspired by the Salamander from Quad H from Hing Hing Hong Hing. So pretty standard, you know, top mount O-ring TKL with brass weight that goes at the bottom and towards the back, and then side profile is rather simple. Why is the brass weight empty? But yeah. Oh, Heine brought the silver version of this to the NK meet. Nice. Do you like it? Was it good? Yeah, I can put a weave slab too if you want. In honor of Adam, we could do that. But I don't know. It's a nice red though, right? It's a very nice, vivid red. So pretty nice. Pretty excited about it. The design, as you'll see, here's a plate. The design, as you'll see, is by Mr. Tomu. Look at this plate, very based. It has fixed ANSI 7U with fixed step caps lock. Slightly different red from this red, as you can see as well. But nice red nonetheless. Yeah, 7U fixed ANSI plate with cuts in between like clusters. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. The weight should have been the same size as the slab. I mean, you can just put the slab inside though, so I don't know. Might look disproportionate, but I don't know. There's an O-ring if we want to do it O-ring. I think I'm just gonna use top mount though, to be honest. Daughter board, standard GST. Haven't heard of Tomu for a long while. That's true. Yeah, he's not really active much outside of like just hanging out with friends and stuff, I think. So yeah, definitely be on the quieter side, I think. Put some screws here. And here we have our PCB. This is an H87 NU with north-facing spacebar. It says Binnie80 edition. But yeah, it has a JC connector over here. Pretty standard stuff. Just a standard H87. It doesn't have like fixed support here, but it's fine. It does have like universal support, I think. But yeah, it's just a standard H87 with north spacebar and a classic green color. Is there another plate for top mount? No. Oh, this is actually no. Never mind. This is just O-ring. My bad. It's not. It's sorry. My bad. I got confused with a different board. This is just O-ring mount only. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. Not top mount. My bad. I got confused with a different board I was thinking about this whole time. But yeah, it's just O-ring. Yeah. My bad. SMH green PCB. Why not black? Black would have been nice. Yeah. But I think green's fine too. Yeah, green PCBs are cheaper. Yeah, it's like the standard prototyping color, right? If you hear like little meows, that's Kiwi asking to be fed. Or actually excited that he's about to be fed. Alright. So, pretty standard stuff. Let's get this build going. I could just test the PCB and put a layout on it. But just gotta plug it in and just make sure it works. Should be fine. I never have had issues with Heine's H87s, but just in case, always check. Binnie sounds like a sandwich. Oh, I think it has GMK on it right now. Let's just get I can program it later, but for now, let's get the main thing tested. Just need to know it works. That's probably FN key. It doesn't have any LED support other than caps lock and scroll. Not that I really use them, but alright, I mean, I guess testing this is pretty quick, so I'll just get it over with. Alright, should be fine. And then arrow keys. Alright, cool. Looks good. Anyone know where to get a Heine H60 hot swap JC? Huh. Is it out of stock on like every other shop? Like I think Novel Keys had Heine PCB stock for a while. Maybe Heine did, but no longer does. Maybe he ran out of stock too. I actually don't know who currently holds stock for PCBs, but I do only know that Novelties had Chinese stock for a bit, but maybe they ran out now after after all the sales and whatnot. They're out of stock or solder only? Oh, I see. Why not pick up a solderable one? Soldering is not too difficult, so I don't know. I would recommend it, but I guess if you don't have the tools, or if it's something that you're not currently willing to do, then understandable. Or if you just wanted to get it because you wanted something to swap with. What is Binnie80? Actually, I own a second board and I have no idea. We may never know. We may never know. Soldering is fine. It's a desoldering. Fair. That's true. It is a pain in the butt to desolder. So, okay, I get that. I'll go straight to mil-maxing. It's expensive to mil-max, but I guess at the cost of waiting and all that, I guess might as well. It's also annoying to mil-max, but it is the price of wanting to get something hot swappable. Where did my piece of foam go? Had it right here. Fall over somewhere. Thingamajig. I'm not sure where it is. Don't see it. Okay, whatever. I thought I had it right here. Well, I just don't want to stain the cement, so I'm just gonna use a piece of. Oh, it's here. How many units are there of these? I have no idea, actually. I don't know. I'm not sure if the count is disclosed. I'm actually not sure. Not too many, probably. Because I also don't even know who got it. I mean, I know a few people, but I don't remember the whole count of people or list of people or anything like that, so don't know. Got distracted in another tab and learned that nutmeg can be hallucinogenic past a certain dosage. Huh. Interesting. Bastion hot swap. Oh, is the new are those Canada keys PCBs also like H60 like? So you can same position, I assume. Oh, nice. That's pretty good. It's nice to have an alternative. I think those are RP240, RP2040 chips on those, which is pretty neat. Operates a little differently from using the regular STM or ATM. Oh wait, making a mistake already. I should break in the clips first because of these AP stabs. So what I do is I just grab each of these wires and I just plop them into the housing, one on each side. Do it for all of them. You can get drunk off of vanilla extract as well. Weeb emote. Embrace it. Yeah, Drua, embrace every side of you. Uh-oh? Uh-oh. My spider sensor tingling, I guess. You've been gone for a while, dude. What's happening? What's new? Tell me about your life. What's new, Drew? Just for him? Nice. Alright. And then I just unclip and clip these wires to basically loosen this clip from the gripping the wire too tightly, essentially because these AP ones are a little bit too tight on the tolerance for the wire. Basically, as long as the wire just freely rotates about the L bend area, it's fine. Sorry for bully. I heard Drew is Canadian. Why do we even talk with him? Supposedly Canadians are nice. I heard Canadians are nice. Would someone beg to differ? But I'm Canadian? Wait, you're not nice? Mark? Scruffy marks? This is such a pain in the ass with TXAP. Makes me never want to use them again, TBH. I bought a bunch. I have to do it. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's just an extra step that I have to do with the stabs, but I don't think it's as bad as, like, it's not that bad. It's about as bad as clipping the legs off from stabs, in the sense that, like, it's just one extra step and the variation is not huge. Like, there's not that much room for error, so to speak. Like, unless you just, like, straight up mishandle the parts and, like, bend a wire or something, which, first of all, probably shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, it is an annoyance nonetheless. I'm not gonna say that's not. Do you ever get to build an F1 V2? No, I built an F1, the first F1 8X. I built a 722, and I've built the F2 84. I don't think I've built the Glare, and I have not built the F1 V2. Oh yeah, Diego, what's up, Soren? I'm going to try getting Genshin concert tickets. Oh nice, me too. Me too. I'm gonna try to get some tickets tomorrow morning. I'm surprised you don't have a Zambamon Stabies sponsorship. I'm sure I could get. I mean, I do have some Stabies actually. I still have like a few packs left. I did get a bunch initially as well. I just prefer using clip-ins in general, just because there are a lot of boards that also just use O-rings and whatnot. So just kind of default to clip-ins first, and then screw-ins if needed. But I do have stabies here and there as well. I think when I built a Mary C. 65, the 65 one that I had, that one I built it with stabies and it was fine. I think I built some other things with stabies too. I hope they aren't too expensive. Oh, does it not show the rate for your concert ticket seller website or whatever? So for New York, if you go onto the Carnegie Hall website, which is going to be where it's going to be hosted in January, tickets go on sale tomorrow, and I believe they are going to cost between $50 and $100 basically, depending on the location of your seat. I'm assuming the main gallery is going to be like the close to 100, right? And then anything above on the first or second levels above, like in the mezzanine or whatever, or like far on the side, is probably going to be like closer to the 50 range. That's pretty normal though. For orchestras, like, I think that's the range that you're mostly looking at in big cities, at least. I've been to smaller orchestras, like I've been to like Baltimore Symphonic Orchestra shows, and those tickets were like 35 to 70. But yeah, orchestra tickets are never super cheap unless they're not very well known and the event is known. Like you for sure know that it's going to be a small event. This raid coming in hot. Hello, Disastertron with the 22 raiders. Welcome, welcome. Just got back. Do you lube before the AP trick? No, I do not lube before. I break in first and then lube after. Because if you lube first, it's just gonna like slide in, right? Which effectively defeats the purpose of breaking in, right? I mean, it's the same like with switches, right? Like if you're breaking in switches with a machine or manually, you don't want to be lubing your switches first. What's the point? It's just gonna glide on top of the lube. So you break in first. You do all the mechanical work first. That basically is to erode part of the surface that you're working with, and then you're going to apply lubrication for whatever the parts are. I thought this was safe for work stream. Not anymore, because we're talking about lube here, right? JK. The only confirmed price are for Singapore and Malaysia. Oh, I see. Glide. I think I've misheard you. Oh, really? I like stabies. They're nice. They feel like stabs, like most other stabs. Yeah. All right. So now I can start lubing the stabs. I like lubing the insert only, so primarily where the wire goes. And then just a teeny smidge on the side of the insert as well. And then that's enough. You can also feel free to lube the part where the wire goes, but I haven't really found a big difference there, so just a touch is more than enough. And then I primarily focus on the wire. So for the wire, you know, I usually say this, but basically even coat around the L bend and the stretch where it's going to go into the insert, just around the corner, even coat, and then you grab a little bit more lube on the brush. And I personally apply like a little bead kind of amount on the tip of the wire where the wire can tick against the plastic surface of the stab insert. So you just kind of put it in and clip. Oh, that's why the Monka Omega. Yeah, so same thing, just a smidge on the side, nothing much, just one smidge is more than enough. Then I lube the insert where the wire goes, because that's where the wire makes contact. Put the insert into the housing, check on my side here, smidge of lube on the L bend area, clip, and then focus on the wire again, even coat. Grab a little more lube and basically just brush it at the end of the wire so that you get a little excess, but not too much, because if you do too much lube, it becomes, you can add too much lube that it'll like kind of spread to the nearby area of the end of the wire, and it's gonna make it feel like sluggish or sticky. So that's just a little more. See, more than enough, and then clip it on. I still have XHG from when it first came out. Hard to exhaust on TX stabs. Yeah, for TX stabs, I use XHD for a little bit, but on cherries, like cherry clip-ins or whatever, or like D-Rocks, right? But not for long. I think for TX, the tolerances are too tight. I personally don't like XHT on anything that has tolerances like that. Just feels like overkill, and also not to mention, it seems like it's too easy to get the XHT to spread out of the portion of like the section of application, which effectively, if you have any 205 elsewhere, for example, like it's gonna like mix up and become gunky and weird. Not preferred. I personally don't like using XHT anymore, just because I got used to using 205, and also because I have a lot of 205, and also because, yeah, I just prefer the lower viscosity of 205 compared to XHT. XHT is nice though. It does work well in wires. And what's nice about XHG is that it just kind of like stays in place because of how viscous it is. It's almost like paint, like it just stays where you put it, which is pretty nice. Definitely will last longer for the wire portion. Hello, Dr. Killswitch. How's it going? Hope me and my friends who are also planning on going can get them. I hope so. Wait, so are you going to the one in Düsseldorf, Soren? The one in Germany? Because Europe, I think, only gets London and Germany, right? Yeah. How far is that for you, actually? I guess it's like a train ride, bus? I don't know. You're not sure? Need to see if I can go by train. Oh, okay. Don't they ride reindeer there? I guess around that time, it may be more feasible. It's gonna be in the winter, so in the winter months. But yeah, I think the locations are like LA, Chicago, Boston, New York, Guadalajara, which is in Mexico, and then London and Düsseldorf. It's on the other side of Germany? Oof. It's gonna be a long trip then. That sucks. You going to LA one? I'm gonna try for the New York one first, and then if that doesn't work out, I think I'll probably try for Chicago and then Boston. But I definitely want to attend it because I like orchestras a lot, especially like game music stuff is always fun, and particularly like, yeah, in this case, like Genshin's music is also very good. So I am excited for it. I actually always was like, I wish they did like a touring orchestra for it, but you know, it finally happening, and so I'm pretty excited for it. Rent a Lambo and take the Autobahn. Yeah, Genshin OST is pretty nice. Yeah, just like overall, generally speaking, it's not even like about you playing Genshin or not. It's just the OST compositions are very nice, and also because it covers like several regions with different like cultural aspects within the game. They also have a lot of ethnic music, like basically like they've worked with professionals who do world music of very different places, and like masters of their particular, you know, craft, instrument, right, area, whatever it is. And so yeah. So yeah, exciting stuff. At least on a music level, I'm pretty excited about it. It must be nice to have actual public infrastructure. We'll just move to a place that has it, 5 head. JK, but yeah, I do agree. Honestly, I am jealous of a lot of places in Europe and Asia for having public transit infrastructure. Like, especially across country lines, state lines, whatever it is, right? Must be nice. Transfer prices are high. Cheapest trains are €100 one way. Oof. Oof, that's gonna be that's basically like a flying out type of trip as expensive, you know, because you also have to worry about like eating and getting to the like, you know, getting to the station and from the station to the venue and everything involved. It's, oh man, that's a lot. Hopefully it doesn't also take forever, like that you have to like make other accommodations, like staying somewhere and stuff. Fly is actually cheaper. Oh boy, I see. Do you have people smoking cigs and dropping deuces on your trains there, like here? Are people, I thought like smoking and that kind of stuff is technically not allowed in trains anymore. That trip would be at least €400. Damn. That's expensive. Was there a nice train where you get a room like Harry Potter? Maybe. I don't know. I'm curious. I've never... I still haven't been to Europe. Can you believe it? I've only stepped like 2 hours at London's Heathrow Airport, which was just transit and did nothing at the airport kind of situation. That was it. Didn't go out or anything. Sad. I should plan a trip out. The common man can't afford that. Sometimes can get drunk people. Well, that's any train, I think. I've seen that. Drunk or hungover people and stuff. The crazies. Sometimes you just get bad luck and you get really weird people on trains, on transit, and it can get really uncomfortable and sometimes a little bit iffy. I mean, no different from being on the subway here, but which occasionally can happen. But I think that applies to any big city now. I mean, specifically in the US, but yeah, that has a public like transit system like that. Chicago, SF, Boston, New York, maybe DC, not as much, I think. Positive is that the next one is August next year. Ooh, really? Wait, there's next round. Okay. Oh, that's kind of a relief, to be honest. That means, yeah, that means there's a chance. Oh, okay, I wouldn't worry too much then. 1 year later, so instead of January, it's gonna be in August. Oh, that's okay. I think that's fine. And you'll be working? Oh, okay, that's fine then. I remember when I got my first few paychecks at my first job. That shit flew out the window so fast. Cause, you know, you're like, oh, gotta save, blah, 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 blah. The excitement was real. But it was gone. Fast. I guess you're like exchanging the excitement of getting the paycheck for whatever you get yourself with the paycheck. How about you plan EU trip for the next one? EU trip would be nice. I would want to visit places where, I mean, well, every place I would be new for me, but it would be nice to see people along the way. that I know or have met maybe online or that I know are residing there. I do have a couple friends in London, and obviously like I do know keyboard people here and there, and from like other places too, who now moved to Europe. Not too many though. There was a friend who used to be in, had a few friends in like Denmark and Germany before, and the Netherlands, but now they think they moved out. Some moved back to US, some moved elsewhere. But these were like friends from like college or like you know, like uni or like other places, work. There are no direct flights to Dusseldorf? Oh. Damn. So basically you're left with a train option, is what you're telling me, Soren. Basically, is what you're saying. You're left with a train option. Which is super long trip and expensive. Right? If only my job paid me in keyboard so I cut the middleman. I don't know if that's better. I still do think it's preferable to get the paycheck in universally usable currency first. Being paid in keyboards honestly gets old. Like, you'll be begging at some point to not get paid in keyboards. So yeah. Paying clacks or cash? Acceptable. Acceptable exchange. Aaron Paul, not if the keyboard's made out of gold. But still, like, what's the realism in that, you know? But I'm sure there are places that would be like, oh, we'll pay you in product, basically. It's no different from being paid in exposure. If you do something like content, or like if you do other things and people are like, oh, we'll pay in product. And you're like, product is not gonna afford me to buy a house or to save up for something or to buy things that I need real cash for. Alright? So there's that. Anyway. Flip from Menards into a house? Not sure if that's easy. Not like the market's ever gonna be better. You'll now be receiving 5 gallons of 205. Oh boy. What I'm saying is I need to plan a vacation around it. Can't hurt. Soran, might as well. Vacation sounds good to me, to be honest. Why not? I mean, it'll be fun, right? Like, if you're doing this with your friends, it'll be fun. It'll be worth it. Like, you shouldn't think about it too much in that sense, but yeah, hopefully it's worth it. You're going for the experience. Are these MX Reds? Yes, these are MX Reds. MX Nature White's dyed red. Imagine having a dye that well done, that solid after a dyeing process. I wish. Sometimes the dye doesn't take, I mean, the plastics don't take too well to the dyes and they look kind of uneven and whatnot. MX Nature Whites in a custom would be funny. I mean, I know people who have MX White builds. If I recall correctly, Binge from Hungerworks Studio uses MX Whites on his Ergo docs. I'm not sure if those are Nature Whites or whatever. But yeah, like the semi-clicky ones, the tactile semi-clicky switches. Those are MX Whites, right? Nature Whites are linear. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, I guess if people can do like Hirose builds, I guess something as rare as these MX Nature Whites could be done eventually. Holy, it has been 2 years already, huh? Oh, yeah. 22 months, MSA. Oh, MSA, are you going to, are you gonna try to go to the concert too? Soren was talking about it, but he's going to the one in Germany probably, or he's gonna try and see. Alright, let's try this out. Try the stabs here. I'll go to one in London? Nice. Literally have double dates for some reason. Huh, esports. Esports. Chair stop producing them? Sounds right. For Nature Voice. If you're going to Keep Life, find me. If I don't have a booth. But I was slipping people goodies from my pockets. Damn it, man. So I'm not going to Keep Life. I'm not. Frick. Sorry, man. That would have been good. But yeah, I'm not going to Keep Life. Smudge. Farlick might join too? Nice. Gam, what's good? Might do a pre-theater dinner and all those shenanigans? Well, I mean, yeah. Why not? Might as well just spend like the evening or whatever out, depending on what time it is, the concert, but yeah. Pre-post, whatever it is. Just a teeny little lube on the left side here. I've never been for a play or anything of this sort. It is gonna be cold though, which is fine. It's not that bad. January. It's not too bad to go in January for a show. I mean, it could be cold, yeah. But I mean, dressing up is easy. Better than something in the summer, IMO. My cherry clip-ins are perfect for the first 2 weeks, then it starts sticking loudly near the housing, almost like a clicky switch. Any advice? Honest answer, probably need to lube it more properly, so to speak. But that said, depends on what you're lubing with. What are you using? Are you using dielectric grease, 205? What are you using? Application probably is the problem. Yeah. I was using dielectric grease. Okay. So doesn't matter what lubricant you're using. The idea is to basically cushion the space or dampen the stroke of the wire against the plastic on the insert, right? That's what the ticking sound is going to be, the insert hitting, like the metallic part hitting the plastic part. Parts moving basically. As these things move, the lube also will move. So it's a balance of having enough to cover that section that's causing that sound and not overdoing it so that you end up with something that's like So in the case of dielectric grease, it will also shift, so yeah, if the grease left the spot, then that's probably what it is. Yeah. What some people do with the grease is like they'll like, you know, take the wire and kind of like dip it into the dielectric grease tube like this, and sort of like have like a little lump towards the end of the wire. So what I do when I always use a brush for like 205 application, but I basically apply evenly, like I just apply evenly around the L bend here, so like, you know, evenly around the L bend all the way to like here or so, right? I just even coat, and then I personally like to apply, so like for example, if this is the side of the stab that goes on the left side or whatever it is, right? Like if this part is going to be rotating like this, right? This is the upper part of the stab. Then I put a little lump of lube at the end of the wire, right? Kind of like this at the end of the wire, so that like when it goes up like this, that part is cushioned a little bit with the lube. But for me, this part is more crucial than the even application of the lube around the L bend. The L bend part does matter too, because sometimes the clips are kind of on the looser side, and the metal can also strike the plastic there if things are like moving a lot, like sideways instead of like a nice rotation like this. Sometimes they do like move, they do translate vertically or horizontally. But yeah, some lube here at the end of the wire is probably also crucial for you to prevent that ticking sound. So I use a brush to kind of fine tune that essentially, but some people will use things like a syringe here, like they'll basically just come in from the back end of the stabilizer, like that's already assembled, and basically insert lube on there. Some people will use a brush and just like kind of like slather it on top there from the back part of the stab. You can do many different ways, but that's some ideas to give you. Like if it's already assembled right now, then you could just grab the dielectric grease. You could use like a brush for like a little spatula or something like that, right? And you could just apply from the back of the wire. Like you can just take your stab, raise it up like this, grab your little tool, and basically slather some grease from the back here into the insert above the wire and between the wire and the plastic. And that might help if you don't want to disassemble it entirely. You can try. If it doesn't work, probably have to reassemble, which effectively means taking everything off, taking off the stabs, maybe trying new stabs, maybe trying the same ones, disassembling it, re-lubing the wire, putting it back in, testing it out. I can get a round trip to London for 70. Ooh, maybe you should just do a London trip. Why don't you just do a London trip, Soran? Seems cheaper. And if you haven't been to the UK, might as well. Are we getting stab content? Yeah. Stab tips today. This one's not ticking, but I think it's just the off-center press. Doesn't sound great. Not that it matters too much to me, because I don't really press off-center that much. The only thing that matters to me when I'm doing stabs is that the ticking isn't present when I like just lightly tap on the key, because that means there is motion between the key, between the wire and the little parts around it, or sometimes it's between the keycap and the insert. But that sound gets exacerbated a lot more when you're like on regular use. Usually in the upstroke is when you hear it a lot. But I guess if in regular use it not making that much sound, then it's fine. Basically, you're just not looking for edge cases. You're just looking for cases where the general use of the board is going to cause issues. So, like, yeah, if you press your key from, like, a side and it's causing some weird sound, honestly, I personally don't bother troubleshooting that as much. Unless it's affecting the regular use, like when I am actually typing and using the shift or the enter or the backspace or whatever it is. Then that's a problem. And you probably should address it. Fun fact, MX Reds are red because of the flag of Japan? Huh? Really? That's random. Why? What for? What was it originally made for? They're debuted in Japan. Oh, is it right? That's interesting if it's true. Didn't know that. Fun fact, I guess. Then why not Hirose? Yeah, where's my Hirose red? Huh? Why are they orange? Yeah, MX Reds do look cooler. I hope these sound okay, to be honest. I'm not like... Oh, I guess these are 60 gram springs, not 62. Whoop. Oh, I put 62? Okay, it's 60. $60 SPRiT. Is there a Keycaps thread for this board? No, there isn't. It is indeed a small group private board. How many units? No idea. Can't tell you because I don't even know. I was just offered a chance to get one, and there was a color that I liked, and I got it, and I like it, and I also like Adam and Beanie. Corona, please. What's up, Gam? Oh, Gam, I had jjajangmyeon today. But I mean, I bought that. I didn't make it at home or anything. Just had it after, just had it for lunch. It's pretty good. You guys had me reading the story page on the MX Reds. The first MX Reds were from a G80 JIS layout board with lasered palm from 2009. Pretty recent. That's only 14 years old, right? It's pretty recent. I did not know they were that recent. MX Blacks precede them by a lot, then. Cool. MX Reds canonically weeb. Embrace it. The best. Yeah, and then the hobby turned to shit. They aren't Vint Reds for a reason. Makes sense. This build makes even more sense now. Unintentionally, but it does. But it does. There are Hirose Reds. There are like a lot of weird Hirose colors that I'm aware of. There's like those indigo ones. There's a bunch. Really weird ones. Not that I care too much for them, but I just know there are weird colors for them. Do you have any new boards coming in? Don't think so. I guess just a Seisero is the one that's coming in later, whenever that's ready. The dodgy one. Yeah, Hirose do count. Yeah, they are basically like Cherry Japan. Do you buy plates for Seisero? I don't remember. No, I don't think so. I'm just gonna go PCB mount for that. There's no reason I would use a plate when it's. I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot when I built it plateless, so I'm just gonna do plateless. I kind of regret skipping plates. Oh really? Oh, I don't mind. If I want to use a board with a plate, I'll just use a board with a plate. A different board. Just not this one. So yeah, I don't mind it. Do you see that right there? Drua is not denying that he is a weeb. He can't lie. He's not lying. He's only denying the Koreaboo part. Do you see that? Do you notice? Do you hear it? Do you see it? Can you read it? It's right there on the chat. He's not denying it. What happened? What happened in the past month or two? Drua not denying it? An interesting development of events. Interesting turn of events and interesting developments in this Drua personality. Character? Personality? I don't know whichever word is right. Both? Plausible deniability? Sheesh. If I want to use a plate with a board, I'll just use another board. Digo 2023. Yeah, exactly. Just get a board that use a plate, which is most boards anyway, so it won't matter too much, right? I can neither confirm nor deny. Boy. What happened? Oh man. Caught red-handed like these MX Reds. Another cross the line descent. Sheesh. For legal reasons, I want a lawyer. No. GG. Someone inform my colleague Teha Types, aka Nathan, that somebody now cannot deny this. It's a plausible claim. A true allegation. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know where he is, but hope he's doing. He's probably making videos, because he's been making more videos recently, which is cool. Alright, we're done putting all the switches in. I think they're all nice and clipped in place. Double check, double check. Yeah, looks pretty good. This plate clips these cherry switches quite nicely. Perfect, ready to go. I plead the fifth. Wait, how can you plead the fifth? Not in the US, buddy. This does not apply to you. What fifth? What's the equivalent of pleading the fifth in Canada? Do you know the front height and typing angle on this thing? I honestly am not super sure. I think it's 6 degrees. Don't know the front height. And I remember there was silver, black, and red colors, I think. Yeah. I know I'm not in law school. I don't know either. But I mean, I figure you know your basic rights in Canada. Plead the fifth is not a Canadian thing for sure. Goose get decaled? Yeah, it uses O-ring. It's O-ring mount. I confused myself earlier by saying it was top mount, but it's not. It's O-ring mount, specifically O-ring mount. I think there's a 50A gasket, but yeah. All right, let's get this soldered up. Yeah. Gab is my lawyer. The lawyer with a debit card. Sorry, Gam. Have to do this. Just play along with me here, okay? Sorry, I can't let that go. It's like a low-hanging fruit in a way. Alright, I'll stop. Okay, I think the filter should be working. I'm gonna turn on the filter and do the soldering. I'll forever be flame. Live. I'm undecided on playlist. I have only used W180, which is playlist so far. I do quite like the corner half plate. I mean, if you've tried half plate, you're basically close to plateless. So if you like half plate, you'll probably like plateless. It's close. It's not the same, but it's pretty close. It depends on the board too, because it depends on like where the rigid points are. Like, what is it being held on by? Oh yeah, this PCB does not have ALPS compatibility, which is kind of nice because I really don't build ALPS for myself anymore, for customs, so not needed. Like there was a point during which I was interested in building ALPS, and I did. I do have a few ALPS builds, but I don't anymore. So at this point, I don't really care for MX plus ALPS compatibility on PCBs. But I mean, it's nice for the people who do ask for it that it is available in quite a lot of PCBs. It is a nice thing for them. And I mean, it's a niche thing, and it's kind of nice to keep like that niche thing alive in the sense that otherwise it would never be in place, right? Like you either have to make your own kind of thing, which can be a bit of a tall order. But yeah, especially when you're like not the majority, right? I wish the H60 didn't have ALPS compatibility, otherwise it would be the perfect PCB. Yeah, I do think a lot of PCBs could do without ALPS compatibility, just because I do think there should be some that are. Especially any PCBs that have a more adoptable generic form factor, like 60s, like TKLs, that can be used with various PCBs. I think there should be a handful of options that do have mixed compatibility or universal compatibility, whether it's the plate, the PCB, etc. But then, I think after the point at which you have iterated through these variants, you can come back to using like specifically purposed products. What trade-offs are there if a PCB has ALP support? Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's mostly like the soldering is just going to be like the ALPs, like the through hole, like the holes, right, are very close to the ones for MX, and so when you apply solder, what the way it flows is that it's gonna flow to fill that pad. And so typically for ALPS PCBs, you need to add more solder to kind of like evenly fill the pad that's joined with the MX switch footprint and the ALPS switch footprint on the same pad. So yeah, it just takes more solder. It definitely looks aesthetically less pleasing in that way. I know that it bothers people like Drew. And for me, it doesn't bother me like a crazy amount, but at the same time, like, it is nice when it's just single purpose, like for MX or ALPS separately rather than together. That's it. It is a pain sometimes to, if you're looking to actually use dual compatibility stuff, like, or rather like the two different types, it is a pain in the butt to have to purchase or have to pay an extra $40-$50 or whatever it is for the extra component. And then if it's like a plate as well, then you're paying like, you know, let's say like 40 for the plate, 50 for the PCBs, and then like shipping, tax, whatever, you know, you're basically paying like, you know, like $100 to get that extra compat. So yeah, being bad is a choice. Having bad taste is also a choice. Yeah, having skill issue can be a choice. I mean, yeah, if you have a desoldering gun, whatever. Like, if desoldering is the weak point at which you're complaining. Some people will complain because of the aesthetic thing, but yeah. It doesn't really hurt anybody. Karaoke is reserved for birthday? Oh shit. Nice. Shame that I've quit streaming. I don't even know how ALPS feel, but cookies were fun. The ZLPC switches. I think I tried them at a meetup once. They're okay. They don't really care too much for them, but yeah. Liking MX is a bad choice? Fair. I would like to see more custom Space Invader stuff. It's growing, isn't it? The custom Space Invader space. Slowly, but it's starting to exist more. I think. It would be nice to see more. And then the Hall Effect space is also growing. Right? So that's also something that's kind of cool. But SI switches are super nice. Which key sets do your collab rage match? Probably a more generic, so it's close to beige, but it's more grayer than beige. Codebra, so probably, yeah, it's probably more like gray. So like muted, ASCII, beige stuff is fine. To be honest, it's in the neutral zone. Maybe like GMK Fundamentals, GMK Foundation, or something. But I think there are some others lighter gray sets where like, I think like what, like, is it Rainy Day or is it Jags? I don't even know which sets they are, but I don't know them all because I don't own them all. But I think there are some other ones with lighter gray. Like I think like the Mode Anthracite caps also are like light gray. Obviously you have like, oh, November Fog, I guess, but I think it has like a greenish kind of tint to it, so maybe it'll lean slightly away from that gray, but yeah. Are Matthias switches worth trying? Personally, not huge on Matthias stuff. Like it's like it feels mediocre. Might as well just get actual Alps stuff. What does the back of the board look like? Super plain. It's basically just plain alu, and then there's a brass weight at the front, at the back portion, I guess. I'll show it to you in a bit. Give me like 5 minutes or so, and I'll be done soldering most likely. But yeah, I agree with Vinkeys. Just say for Alps, if you're going to, like, if you're willing to try something like Matthias, I don't think it's worth it. It's kind of just like bad cop-out version of it. How much do Alps go for? Pretty depends on what switch. There are some that are super cheap. There are some that are much more expensive. I mean, I guess the popular ones are gonna be like browns are popular, blues are popular, like blues for clickies, browns for like very tactile. There's like salmons and oranges, which are somewhere in the middle. Whites, which are cheaper. There's like damped and undamped creams, which are depend what you like more, but those can be cheap and can be more expensive. Obviously, there's like neon greens, which is a meme, or striped ambers and ambers, which neon and striped ambers are like the unicorn switch, so very expensive or whatever. SKDN is popular. Yeah. If you want to ask about SKDN, you make sure to DM Vinkeys SKDN switch. Well, the perfect switch for everybody. You can be the market gobbler of SKDN. Okay, looks pretty good, I think. Here's the back of the board for the person who was asking. I think it was MSA. It's pretty simple. It's just standard back portion with weight and the lining the behind portion of the board. Yeah, super simple. It's basically based on the Salamander, which is an old, well, not that old. It's like 2017-ish Korean custom by Hing Hing Hong Hing. (2017) Yeah, I think 2017 is right. It's like mid 2017 or something like that. Mid late, I think it was. It's been a while now. Who designed it? You can just look it up. Salamander TKL.
I think it became kind of popular because Nathan featured it in a video and was like, "Oh, this is the salamander by Hing Hing Hong Hing." And then he built a few, and there was a Caustic Customs, one of the first few, like one of the first handful of Caustic Customs boards were anodized on a salamander, I remember, and yeah. Hello nerds. Today I'm gonna be reviewing the Zeal V2 switches from Zeal PC. Yeah, anyway. Oh shit, I dropped the little clip. Whatever. Got an extra. Salamander was a chonker? Yeah. Well, it was pretty standard TKL, but I guess considered chonker by today's standards, maybe, yeah. Now here to defend himself? Oh, you mean Nathan? I don't mean anything mean or anything like that, so it's just jokes. Right switches for a red plate and a red keyboard too, by the way. And also they're still cherry, so it's pretty nice. Alright, O-ring. Back in June there was a salamander going for 400 with extras. Oh, pretty good. Oh, also I remember the salamander was nice because they also think it was the first board that I remember having access to a PBT plate. It was like PBT plastic plate, if I recall, and it was like kind of new. It was like before, I think that was might have been before like nylon or polypropylene and that kind of stuff. Palm was not as popular either yet. It was like, it's like people were like, oh, polycarb, but not acrylic, not polycarb. It was PBT. It's like interesting. All right, O-ring goes around, and let's go ahead and oh yes, there are. I believe they did make some fakes of the board. Yeah, I believe there are faux salamanders at a given point in time. Don't know for how long that went for, but it did happen. Or if there are that many to begin with. I'm not sure if there are bolts on the inside portion of the board. We'll see if it opens up. If it doesn't, then I need to remove the weight. Same time the Fanos happen as well. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, guess not. All right, cool. So yeah, so this is O-ring only. It doesn't have top mount option. So just place this here, and also need to put our daughter board. It looks like I do need to trim on the sides a little. Little ridges of the daughter board area. Okay, should be good. We have enough slots. We have so many slots for emotes. We have so many slots. Thousand slots aren't gonna fill themselves? Yeah. And I'm too lazy to go through stuff, and Drew and Sora know all the good ones, so I'll let them do it. Let them deal with it. Alright, let's put a slap on this. So I'll be right back. Also, I have a little surprise to show you guys, so you'll see it shortly. As for the key set, I'm thinking of GMK Red Alert R2. Not sure what you guys think, but alright. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Check this out though. Check it out. Alright, I'm back. So... Oh, Shinoto, let me get... Oh, yeah! Hello. I got my slaps. I got 3 slaps of the right-ish size only. So I got this one from... I think this was from Metaverse. Or... I don't remember. And then I have this one that I got from Alter. From Mr. Sifo. Oh, I have the Sifo slap too, but it's not... I don't think I have it somewhere else. I need to find it. I couldn't find it, the LZ slap. And then I have this one. Desktop Pleasure from Team Binnie80, which just fits perfectly, obviously. But this one was the one I probably was gonna put on.
So yeah. No num nums, hello. Thank you for the 3-month sub. Don't hide your weave side. I mean, I really like the Death of Pleasure one though, because it also has like these. Look at the glittering background. It's fancy and shit. Pretty cool. The Ultra one is also pretty nice though. It's a little less fancy than the Desktop Pleasure one. But yeah. I think I'm gonna put this one on. So we'll do that now. Let's see. Gotta peel it. There it is. Ooh, there is indeed a small bubble right here. Gonna just squeeze it out with a spudger. Pretty close to the edge. Just a plastic one. This will work. It's like putting brass directly under the alphas to tune the acoustics? Yeah. Alright, there it is. Nice. There it is. Desktop Pleasure. Hurricane in New York? What? What are you talking about? Now put foam over it? No, no foam needed. No foam needed. Alright. Oh, cam was shaking? Oh, it's probably because of my arm. Maybe it was touching the... Ooh, looks so good with MX Reds. Looks so nice. What's the mounting style? O-ring. O-ring mount only. Haram? It's not that bad.
Are you a top mount only person? Morning coffee? Have you built your Jag yet? Not yet. I'm looping switches for it though. This build is canonically weave, so it needs a weave set, but I can't think of a single good red weave set. Beta JS, I guess, is the closest, yeah. I don't have Darling, so I can't do that either. But I was thinking of doing... I mean, I had two sets that I had here in mind. One is Red Alert R2, because this is the main set. And then I also have Crimson Cadet, which is all red. Too much red IMO, so I was kind of reluctant on the Crimson Cadet. It's just too much red. But either would work. You have that Insta Weave set. The black on black? I don't love black on black on red, but it's doable, yeah. I'm down bad for a new keyboard. You're talking like Bozzy. I guess he's enabling you now. Great caps lock. Look at this awesome plate. Step caps lock only, by the way. Bussin'. Beige with some weep subs? I don't think I have it. If it's Imsto. Don't think I have that in Imsto. Might be somebody else you're talking about. You could have used Metaverse with Anslap. I don't have Metaverse though. I don't have GMK Metaverse. I sold it long ago. Didn't really love it, so. Bro, that guy has gone from hating TKLs, now has like 3-1 at your Jane. Why not do stepped entrance space bar too? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Red Alert. I think I like the neutral with the red, so Honeywell could be a good option too, actually. Honeywell, I think I have it on a different board already though, so I'm just gonna leave Honeywell there. But Honeywell would be an excellent choice, by the way. Nice set to balance out the strong red color. GMK Lychee, so lit. Is that the one that you guys were talking about being like classic red? Actually, classic red would be perfect for this too, but I don't have classic red, so. The question is, do I want to use the red stripe? I do have the option to go with the red stripe on the num row. Camera's very shaky. Oh, is it? It must be touching. Oh, I see now. It must be touching something. I'm gonna move it a little. We're just gonna move the thing a little. Okay, I just needed to put it off from the desk. It was probably touching the desk. Red Alert looks so nice. Wonder which vendor ran it. Unfortunate. Who ran Red Alert? I'm literally clueless. Actually though? Are you actually clueless though? Mexico defunct. Why not Greg though? Don't think the yellow would work too well, but maybe it does. Too much for me though. P is off by 1. Oh wait, so yes to numero kit, right? Let's try that. Probably not. So if numero kit, I prefer using no accent. Diego likes 40s. I don't mind 40s. I just can't use them. I would love to use 40s if it's efficient, but it's not for me, so I don't. I've tried using 40s. It just didn't work for me, so I don't. I tried using ortho. I tried using 40s, and it just didn't do it for me. That's it. No hate for 40s, other than the fact that they're too inefficient for my own purposes. But yes, my favorite layouts are indeed 60% or TKLs. 60% for the best space saving features, and then TKLs for the aesthetic. I want a fan 40s. What do you mean a fan 40s? That's an MX Master 3? It is an MX Master 3, yeah. Looks so different to mine? Oh, really? Maybe it's the lighting. Oh yeah, Red Alert looks so good here. That's it, right? So you try typing on this ticket without the numbers, there's your 40s? I'm pretty much, yeah. Don't disagree with ya. All I'm saying is I can die happy to get a signed teacher Jane V2C by the famous line in keyboards. Do you get a C? Do you get a Jane V2C recently, Shinoto, or what's the news? Or are you just saying like it would be nice to have one? They are nice boards, but expensive in the current market. I guess less expensive now, but still expensive. It's still very expensive. Do you see that DC's Korean beige IC? No, I didn't. Where is it from? Where was it posted? Don't think I saw it. It would be nice, but not trying to shell out 2.5k. Yeah, it's crazy how expensive some stuff is. Ooh, that looks so good. The red is like perfect for this board. It looks so good. Keycaps? Okay, I'll check it out later. Oh, hello, Mr. Kupo. Alright. Shall we put some artisanal keycaps? What's the retro Arabic set called? Retro Arabic. Literally. I organized all my caps here. So they're like by color. All the red ones are here. We can do Sussy Bongo. Maybe. On escape. And then, a lively red. So maybe I'll go with the Cosmo. With the BBV1. And the Earl. No. Diego, do you wear sunscreen? Yes, I do. I do wear sunscreen. Every day, whenever I'm out, yeah. I recently switched to the Beauty of Joseon one. It's really nice. Weight of board? I'm not sure. I can weigh it, but it shouldn't be too heavy. Okay, let me get a scale for it. The sun's too spicy? Yeah, no, it sucks. Let's see. So the weight of this is built is 4 pounds and 4 ounces exactly. 4 pounds and 4 ounces, which in kilograms, that's basically 2 kilos. 1.9. Decently heavy, not too heavy. It's pretty moderate. Not excessively heavy, which is nice. Actually, more of my taste to have a not excessively heavy board. At least personally, but some people disagree with that. That's about 8 Big Macs. Have no idea. I'm sure the quarter pounder is not a quarter pounder either, so. The cherries are broken in? No, I don't think so. At least, as far as I'm aware, they use them stock. I mean, well, looped them while they were still stock, so. Alright, I'm gonna move this around. Okay, so I took the filter off, so you're gonna hear sizzling sounds from the kitchen and stuff. My partner's currently doing some stuff in the kitchen, so it's basically dinner time, which I'm a little late for actually. So gotta wrap it up soon. Where's she cooking? I don't know. It smells good though. All right, let's give this a shot. Alright, friends, so here we have our board. Let's check it from the other angle. Ooh. A little too close, isn't it? So here's the board. You can see it from this angle.
or this angle. Let's give it a try. This is the Binnie80, Binnie80. It's a private run TKL inspired by the Salamander TKL. It's an O-ring gasket mount board. It uses a 50A O-ring here. It's like 60-degree typing angle. It's like seamless. Regular aluminum plate. It has a back weight here and made out of brass at the bottom. Yeah. It has a little cutout on the interior for a slab, which is cool. Here we have it built with cherry mixed reds and with Lube with 205 grade 0 and TX films and 60 gram SPRiT springs, I believe. And the ads just hit a bunch of people, so we'll wait just a minute. And they use a Heine PCB. So right now, built with GMK Red Alert R2. Better not be jjajangmyeon. No, it's not jjajangmyeon because we had it for lunch. My partner actually doesn't love eating the same thing in a row, so it's not jjajangmyeon. Jjajangmyeon sounds delicious though. 5 Big Macs is about 1 kilo. Oh, TIL, didn't know that. That's cool. Maybe 8 to 10 isn't that bad of a number. Yeah. Do you give them 2 coats of R59 followed by 205 through 3204 mix followed by another 2 coats R59 and GHB4 treatment? Wait, where's that from? Is that a meme? Angry alt, very nice. Alright. I think the ads are over, so let's give it a shot. Here we go. Sorry about the noise if you hear it from the outside. Very nice. Sounds really nice. Yeah, pretty smooth for cherry. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're technically like hyperglide, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, pretty good. The sticker doing all the heavy lifting. Yeah, it's real desktop pleasure. It sounds very good though. Actually, I'm very pleased with this. This sounds great. You know, good old I guess friction O-ring mount or whatever. But yeah, sounds nice. Let's check it out here from the side, and I'll go through the mods. Here's the mods. Nice space bar. The mods sound really good. Overall, it sounds nice. Like, there's no hollowness. There's nothing weird going on, which is super pleasing. I'm glad. I expected it to be fine.
but it's a nice kind of shallow angle board. Like it's 6° only, so it's pretty low typing angle. So comfy. And front height, it's probably pretty low because I know that I mean, this was designed by, I guess, Tomu, and he, for example, did the Nunu, which was also pretty comfortable typing angle and front height. So this looks really good too. It looks really nice with R5 cherry profile. So yeah, and a very simple side profile, as you can see. Well, it's just a kind of simple wedge style. Kind of covers a little bit of that like portion that kind of floats here, but it's a simple side profile. It's pretty good. Reminds you a lot of the 1.2 OG. Yeah, kind of has that similar styling. Yeah, and like, you know, if you look at the, if we go ahead and take that off and look at the bottom here, it's just a standard weight here with 2 screws just mounting it, and you can see the back here. It just has a little star for the logo, but it's pretty much empty, blank little weight. But standard, fair for the sides, seamless, very nice. Use a standard 3M bump-ons. Yeah, it does have 2 Phillips screws. I assume that's just the way maybe it came from the factory. I'll probably replace those with hex or Torx or something, just to make it consistent, but it's just the way it came. I'll check what the measurement for the screws are and the replacement, and replace them. So yeah, but yeah, pretty nice looking board, nice sounding. I'm looking for cat wee wee springs actually though. I have some that are like super old but also not the right weight technically. Like whatever the weighting it was, it's much lighter than it. They're the ones that I think Krellbit sold like in the first batch or whatever. Yeah. And yeah, it's kind of similar to Noxer boards, yeah. Like simple side profile kind of thing going on. The fillets on the edges of the bottom not matching with the outer ones are tilting me. Oh, you mean the bottom portion here? The like here and here. maybe a little oversight, I don't know. Oh, on the edges. Oh, I see, the bottom and the top. English is hard. Yeah, English is hard. Anyway, nice looking red board. Kind of no frills. O-ring mount. No top mount. Apologies. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. I like it. We got some nice goodies today. We got a new switch puller to replace this bad boy from Keycaps. And then this new not top mount. I keep saying top mount, but new TKL here, and the red that it's a nice red, really nice consistent red, and it looks great with Red Alert R2, so I probably gotta keep it like that. You uninstalled MS Paint? Why would you uninstall MS Paint for? What are you doing, Drua? Why do you uninstall MS Paint? Who uninstalls MS Paint? It's crazy. This guy uninstalled MS Paint. Yeah. Okay, it wasn't my fault. Okay, buddy. Are you sure about that? Go delete System 32 while you're at it? Yeah. Anyway, nice board. I'm very pleased. I also recently switched the keycap set on this. Has some OG diceps. Sounds good with these switches too. Alignment's kind of fucked, but whatever. So it goes. Probably use some D-bloat or extreme. Yeah, I do know that Drua doesn't like bloat or whatever it is. I get it.
Press Alt F4, it will reinstall paint. Yeah. Think about all those megabytes you recovered. How much? Like 30 megabytes? I use the script after I install Windows so I don't have to change settings. Oh, okay. One of those people, huh? That's fair. Oh, hi. Oh. Hello. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Hi. Sit. 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 Hi, Kiwi. Kiwi. Oh. Oh my gosh. Don't trip. Oh my gosh. He's rushing towards you because of that. Oh. Kiwi. Kiwi, come here. Kiwi. Kiwi. Snacks? You want snacks? Kiwi. Wait. He's ignoring me. I got ignored. He ignored me. He doesn't even want the snacks. Man. He's like, I hate this guy's desk. Messy as fuck. Wow. Dio, can you flip the board over? Yeah, sure. Oh. Here you go. Kiwi not on the desk? Yeah, I know, right? Are you talking about this here? Try one, Diego. I hear those are like goldfish. Kiwi! Snaku! He's not curious enough to come for it, I think. Top-down view, I need to prove a point. Oh, okay. Here. Is that better? You done with your screenshot yet? Phillips screws? Yes, I know, I know. I know, I'll replace those soon enough. Oh yeah, so here's a side profile. Let's show it to you guys. It's just simple side profile. 60-degree typing angle. There's the back. Sheesh! It's a nice red. Very nice red. Looks great with Red Alert 2. Alright, let's get that thumbnail for today. Get this out of the way. Alright. Thumbnail in in 3, 2, 1, boom. Alright, cool. Your dream is coming true? Do I check Discord? Alright, folks. I'm probably gonna wrap it up here. Gotta go have dinner and stuff and help and stuff. So, gonna wrap it up here. There's probably gonna be no streams from now until like sometime next week. So yeah, expect no streams until then. I'm just gonna be out, like, you know, visiting family and stuff like that, hanging out with people. So yeah, I'm gonna be away for a bit, but I'll probably catch you guys on the coming week. I do have some new things coming in. I do have a proto. Actually, there's going to be a new build, a new prototype board from Hing Hong King actually, and made by Mr. Bomb, who is also the maker who has made a bunch of other customs. But yeah. I have a new proto coming from them soon, so I'll be building that probably next week, soon TM, but probably next week. new board from them, and I'll tell you guys all the details about the board then, like price, estimated price, details, blah blah. And then I do have a few customer builds coming in as well, and I think there was another board that was coming in. It might be another proto, but yeah, you guys will be seeing some new stuff. Like your new haircut? Oh, thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I think it's a good time to wrap it up. So let's go ahead and do that. Gonna check the category here to see if let's see who is currently streaming. I see Asley is streaming, building a 6XX. Oh, nice. It's a nice board, I heard. I think that's it for keyboard people actually right this moment that I know. So we can go show some support right over it's Asley. Click image. Oh, what's this? Oh, I see. Yeah. Whatever. Don't look at that corner more than like 3 times. So, it's no big deal. Alright, let's go raid is Asley. So, show some support there. Let's just say Miago raid. Let's see, and then say lightning raid. Alright, friends. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next stream. Probably sometime next week. I do have some stuff to give away and stuff like that too, so you know, just tune in whenever you guys get the chance. But I do have some stuff to give away and stuff to send out. Just like last time I did like a keyboard giveaway, but yeah, I'll probably have some stuff here and there mixed in. Didn't really have the time to do it today, so yeah. And maybe I've also thought of maybe like giving away in the server, but anyhow. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys next time. See you guys next week. Have a good rest of your week, and have a good evening. Take it easy.